Postmaster General Louis DeJoy, who of course is a holdover from the Trump administration because unfortunately the President of the United States cannot fire the Postmaster General, even though they can appoint them when the position becomes open. But anyway, Louis DeJoy, still the Postmaster General heading into a new Trump term, but he had some issues this week. He had to appear in front of a House Oversight Committee hearing where he had a very unpleasant time with both the Republicans and the Democrats. But for now, I'm only going to focus on what happened between him and Jasmine Crockett, because Democratic Representative Jasmine Crockett was not being mean to DeJoy. She was not trying to trap him or trick him or show that he's a worthless piece of garbage, which is what I would have done. Jasmine Crockett smartly used her time to point out the fact that, yeah, okay, get it, we all hate DeJoy, right? But if Donald Trump's plans come to fruition, specifically the plans for the Department of Government Efficiency under Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, it would cripple the post office. And she got Louis DeJoy to admit that during that hearing. Here is how that exchange took place. She started by asking a question of the Inspector General. She said, "There has been mention of the Department of Government Efficiency and how that is going to come into play, and I'm curious to know, just yes or no, Inspector General Hull. Quick question. Have you found that if the post office was to cut its workforce by 75%, that would somehow fix all the problems within the post office?" Inspector General Hull said, "No, we've not done any work in that area like that." And then she turns to DeJoy and says, "Postmaster DeJoy, are you anticipating that a 75% cut in your workforce would solve all of the problems of the post office?" And he said, "Nope." And then she continued, "So it's interesting because my colleagues seem to be so excited because there's a new sheriff in town. The co-sheriff of the DOGE committee, more specifically Mr. Ramaswamy, has actually proposed cutting 75% of our federal workforce to try to rein in some of the spending." So again, Jasmine Crockett was not trying to talk about all the failures of DeJoy, of which there were plenty, and they were discussed by other people. She used this opportunity to point out to the committee, to those Republicans who are so enthusiastic about the 75% cuts, she used it to point out that we're having this hearing because the U.S. mail service has gone to shit because of DeJoy. That's why that hearing existed in the first place. By the way, all the failings of the U.S. mail service. And she is telling us that, by the way, these two numbnuts who have no business being in government at all, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they want to cut 75% of the federal workforce. And that may not necessarily mean 75% of post office employees get cut. But if you're cutting 75% across the board, there will be cuts to the post office. And when we're already having to have a hearing about a government agency that is not working properly, why in the hell are you guys cheering cuts that are going to make this bad program even worse? That is what Jasmine Crockett was doing, for those who can read between the lines. It was smart. It was brilliant, to be honest. Jasmine Crockett is absolutely phenomenal. And not just for her takedown by the way of Marjorie Taylor Greene. Pay attention to what she does on a daily basis, and you will be immensely impressed. She is a fighter, and there are too few of those, especially on the Democratic side in Congress today. I hope she is there for a long time. And when she finally leaves the House, I hope it's because she got a better position somewhere else in the government. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.